Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm very happy that you are here today on the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation, which means if you've clicked on this video only for the sports cards, you need to understand that ASMR is actually the primary goal of this channel. Every once in a while, as our audience continues to slowly grow, some people seem to be confused of the main goal of the channel and leave comments explaining, shall we say nicely, their frustration or misunderstanding of, or lack of comprehension of the channel that they've just clicked on. I get it. But if you are new, because the title of this episode has brought you in here and you like sports cards, sports card nostalgia, and ASMR, you've found the perfect channel. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe. Alright. We're here today for a sad reason. One of baseball's greats has left us at the time of this recording. Rickey Henderson passed away just yesterday. 65 years young. Don't know the full context of what happened. At this point, doesn't really matter. A tragedy or just whatever took his life. I don't know. Rickey Henderson is someone I want to pay tribute to as a player because he was one of my personal favorites. As a New York Yankee fan, as someone who grew up in California, who got to see him play and hear him play on A's broadcast a lot, he just was more than fun to watch. It was special to watch him. He's a Hall of Famer. He's an all-time great. That is secured. But again, for many of us, Rickey was a special player during this time. That includes Rickey talking about Rickey. Rickey calling himself the greatest in front of Lou Brock. Anything about Rickey, good or bad, you watched him. And I was one of those youngsters that loved watching Rickey Henderson play. I also think Rickey is kind of a classic star who could have played, and who knows, at 65 he might have stolen a base or two. But he represented a kind of a shift in baseball for me, though he came into the league in 1979 and helped what he called author Billy Ball. Well, Billy Martin published it. Rickey Henderson brought a special kind of combo of speed and power to the game that still I think exists, even though the stolen bases kind of went away. But just what a player looked like, what a player could do on the field. I think Rickey Henderson was very influential in that regard. I have some Rickey cards, and I wanted to put them into my binder here. But before we do that, these cards are on a plastic sleeve. I want to clean this surface here. Rickey deserves that. We don't want to put a Rickey card on some food crumbs or dust here. So for those water heads out there, and those spray heads, and those paper towel trigger heads, let's clean our workspace today. Rickey would want a clean space. Rickey likes things clean. Before he gets dirty, sliding head first into second base. Okay. So, as I said, as that dries, I have some cards here that I want to put into the baseball card album that I have been slowly organizing here on the channel. You can check out those videos if you like. Alright, now we have this 1991 Topps. Great card, classic Rickey card. And if I can see if I can focus this up here on the old iPhone 11. I'm upgrading to an iPhone 16 this week, I know. I'm a baller. There you go. There's some of his stats. And one of his greatest seasons would come in 92. He'd be the MVP. He'd win a World Series, of course, with the A's and the Blue Jays. Play for a lot of teams. Jumped around a lot of time with the Padres, the Dodgers, Angels even, Mets. And I like that about Rickey. Rickey did not want to stop playing. By this point, he had already broken Lou Brock's all-time record, sliding headfirst into third base in a game against the Yankees with Randy Velarde on third base. I remember it well. I love, too, that Rickey wasn't really a power hitter. Up until his first 5 years, 10 home runs was the highest. Then 84, 16, and the Yankees, 24, 28, 17. He said he put on some muscle. He got told that he wasn't a power hitter, and he said Rickey is going to hit some home runs. We have this 1991 Topps All-Star card. Just struck quite a pose, Rickey did. I love this 1989 Fleer. Rickey Henderson against the Brewers. I think that's B.J. Surhoff at home plate there. As a Yankee fan, I think I would have... we are about 1 or 2 pitchers, maybe 6 pitchers away from having a winning team with the Yanks during this era. It's crazy to think that Mattingly, Winfield, Rickey were all on the same team, and they did not even get into the postseason. It's frustrating as a Yankee fan, but I enjoyed his time in New York. Alright, so we have some cards here. I'm trying to be as careful with these cards as possible, but today isn't about preserving mint condition. It's about just kind of paying respects to Rickey here. Now, these cards right here are not from the Sports Card Doctors collection. These are from my own pre-Sports Card Doctor collection. I had a video up. You can look it up. I'll try to remember to put a link here where I went through my original baseball card binder that I'd had with me since my youth. And this was a page in it. You can see the pages. These side loaders here, real dirty. So these are from that. These have been sealed since probably 1992. But I'm going to pull them out here. I'm going to see if we need to. Get in there carefully. We'll do it. I'm going to pull these cards out and see. I might not need to. Okay. There we go. Can't get in there. I'm distracted by the plane flying overhead, which Rickey would have probably caught the plane. Alright, let's pull these cards out. There we go. That wasn't hard. I had pulled out a Dan Marino from the old binder this morning before recording, and I couldn't get the Marino out because the page was like old and sticky, so not the case. Rickey slides on out, as Rickey does. Love this card. This is a 1992. Look at that Rickey photo on the back. I'll make sure I can get that focus going here. Rickey Henderson, born on December 25th, 1958 in Chicago. But a son of Oakland in so many ways. He threw left-handed. I love that. Batted right. 5'10", 195 pounds. Considered small, but at the same time, I think he was one of the new kinds of physiques, and I do mean a natural physique, that set the tone for baseball going forward. And 1992 Donruss here. 92, of course, would be a year in which he really took over baseball after dominating the 80s. Alright, so we have this 1988 score highlight, Rickey. Okay, love this. This is Rickey Roxham Rickey, who was considered by many to be the best leadoff hitter in history, added to his impressive laurels in 1988. On July 21st, he tied the Major League record for career home runs leading off a game when he smashed a 2-0 pitch from Mark Gubicza over the left field fence at Kansas City's Royal Stadium for number 35. Bobby Bonds, who had the same superb combination of speed and power as Rickey, originally set the record in 1981. Rickey also had a remarkable streak of 15 straight games in which he reached base in his first at-bat as the Yankees' leadoff man. It started on July 20th and ended 2 weeks later on August 5th. During it, Rickey got on base with 8 singles, 4 walks, a double, a home run, and an error. There you go. That's what Rickey did. And if there's some younger viewers out there, watch the highlights. But it was hard to, it's hard to really take into account what Rickey meant when he got on base or got to the plate. This 1990 Donruss card is a great, great photo of Rickey's batting stance, that low crouch. Love that there. Alright, 1990. This is when he'd returned to Oakland. He'd returned to Oakland many times in his career. Alright, this is an 87 Topps. Not cut evenly there. Great. That's a great photo for 87 Topps there. Got a little stain on the back. That's okay. Alright, and then this is a Score Superstar card. I think this was a set they released. Maybe a 100-card set with a magazine that came with it. And there is Rickey there. Rickey in the old Yankee Stadium. So we have those cards there. I will toss these side loaders here. Alright. Now let us go into this binder here. And as part of a tribute to Rickey, I wanted to make sure we were keeping Rickey safe and on display here. So, for those who've been watching the other videos, I've been kind of slowly going through this binder and putting cards that I have pulled since starting the channel here. So, if you're new to the channel, we do a lot of pack breaks, crinkle and rips. I got a lot of cards. Look at us. A lot of cards we're going to get to here. Peachy tribute. Okay, we're going to come back to these blank pages there. Barry Lamar Bonds there. There's those Rickeys. We have another 87 Topps. For record keeping, for those that keep track of this stuff, I mentioned I pulled a Dan Marino. This is the Dan Marino I pulled from my old binder. This is a Pro Set Platinum Dan Marino card. Love that there. It was just sitting there in a half-torn sheet. I don't know why it held on to that sheet, but there you go. Moving one card forward into our modern-day collection. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me today as we pay tribute to a legend. Rickey had that explosiveness to him on the field. He had he was charismatic, he was arrogant, he was confident, he was cocksure, he was all the adjectives you can use to describe a player who knew he was great. And I like a good, humble player. I like Barry Sanders scoring and handing the ball to the ref, but Barry Sanders knew he was good too, and I think that's the key to success. I don't know. Barry Bonds, I think the difference between Bonds, and I'm not here to criticize Bonds and pit him against Rickey. Bonds, of course, knew he was great as well. Had that chip on his shoulder. In some cases, I think it was earned, especially with what happened to his father in baseball and some of the struggles his father had. Rickey had probably a chip on his shoulder too, but it was just a different energy to it. Dare I say, more positive. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these cards here. And this Flair 90, which we have pulled. And then we're going to put that Ricky right here. But before we do that, I just also want to have a little fun. We of course do our price guide videos, and we've had a couple price guide videos with Ricky on the cover. Those price guides are locked away in my storage, otherwise I would have pulled them out today. But let's have a little mini pricing session here. This 1994 Beckett with Michael Jordan on the cover. Oops, loud noises, loud noises. We had that Ricky there. He has, it's 1980 tops. What he has is 79 tops, right? Or well, the 80 would be his rookie. Yeah, there it is. $80 in 1994. Love to get a hold of an 80s rookie. Henderson. All right, there we go. Let's do some pricing here. Some impromptu pricing. We got two 87s. Oddly enough, look at these. Two 1987 Rickies, both cut wrong there. That's fascinating to me. Unless that was just how Ricky was. He was so fast they couldn't cut the card. 87 tops, Ricky, 735, and a 30-cent card. A 30-cent card, all right. So we'll put that in there. Two Rickies there. And then we got 90. We got this 88 score highlight. And what is this Flair? This is the 89 Flair. Alright, so 89, that's 89 score too. Alright, let's look at this 89 Flair Ricky. I think that will go in next. 254 in the set. 20-cent card. Ricky was never this, I think in some ways Ricky was, I don't want to say underrated. He was rated where he was. But I don't remember a lot of my friends collecting Ricky cards as well. So there was a lot of players by 87, 88, 89, 90. There was a lot of new players coming in that were getting a lot of the headlines. And Ricky was still being Ricky. Alright, this is this 89 score Ricky highlight card. 657 in the set. And it is listed there, 10 cents. 10-cent card right there. Okay. There we go. Let's next go. Well, this one we can't really price. This is an 80. It came out in 89 here, yeah, so we're just going to have to put that one right in here and just imagine it's worth $200. That's all we need. Okay. Alright, so 88, we can go up to 90. Let's go with this $90 right here. $90 Ricky. I'd say this is one of my favorite cards from Donners this year, and I like the $90. I'm good with that set. 304 Ricky, 15 cents. See, this is what I mean. Greg Jeffries is 20 cents. Len Dykstra 20. Ricky 15. Ricky is worth more than those two players combined nowadays. There we go. 90 Flair. 90 Flair Ricky. I like that with these photos we have almost every aspect of Ricky. Batting, the batting stance, the getting ready to steal, all that stuff. Alright, number 10 in the set. He's priced at 15 cents. There we go. Alright. Now we'll go to 91 tops. I love over this card. This is a great, great card. The head first slide. He told the story of how Ricky was on a, I was reading this today, true or not, we'll see, but he told the story of he was on a plane and it landed kind of rough, and then he was on another plane and it landed smooth, but it had the same pilot. So he asked the pilot, why did it land smooth versus the other time, and the pilot explained the altitude, the approach, how low to the ground as long as you can. So Ricky applied that to his head first slide strategies there, and one of the reasons he was so good, according to Ricky. So I love that story. All right, this, oh, we need to price this. This is 91 tops, sorry. 91 tops, $6.70 in the set, 12-cent card. See, by this point, everyone thought Ricky was kind of done. Been playing since '79. He was a record setter, but maybe it was the end of his career. He would have his best season in 1992. All right, so this, we're going to have one more page here, because I know we're going to get some more Rickies. All right, 92 Donruss, there you go. Look at that, Ricky. Head first slide. Like I said, explosive, powerful, dangerous even. 193. 12 cents for Ricky. 12 cents for Ricky. And yes, we're going to leave this page wide open for the Rickies we're going to pull. I absolutely know that we're going to pull some more Rickey Hendersons. I feel it. So there you go. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Another all-time great. All right. There are our Rickey Henderson cards. This is our Rickey Henderson collection for the Sports Card Doctor. Another page waiting for the Rickies we will pull, I know, or maybe acquire. I might just get myself a Rickey Henderson rookie. Always one of my favorites, memorable in so many ways, a Hall of Famer. He'll be remembered, but our best to Ricky, Ricky's family, and those close to him. I know Dave Winfield was pretty taken aback by his passing, his sudden passing. So Ricky left the world too soon, and his birthday would have been this week, so we'll celebrate that as well. Thanks for listening. Thanks for going along with my Rickey Henderson tribute here. We'll get back to normal programming post this Christmas holiday pretty soon with a new camera, so hopefully we'll be crystal clear Sports Card Doctor broadcasting, which has been a struggle at times with this very old phone that I'm normally not. A little personal information. The Sports Card Doctor doesn't normally hold on to his phones. He switches every year or two, but that's costly. The Sports Card Doctor has saved some money on his phone the last 5-6 years, but it's time. It's time. So look forward to that. And thanks again for hanging out with me and Rickey Henderson. We'll miss you, Ricky. Rest in peace. You absolute legend.